Hi Jane.
Hello Lisa.
Today we're talking about planning gym-based exercise.
Okay.
So to start with, informed consent is one of the basic and most fundamental processes in any health, exercise or wellness setting because it is a process that involves getting permission to act. This permission ensures not just that you are aware of all the potential issues, risks, costs, potential alternatives that surround the setting, but more fundamentally shows that I care about you and care about doing the best job possible.
Mm-hmm.
Informed consent is a process that shows that I care because it clearly demonstrates to you that I will not impose my values onto you. Rather, I will seek to actively guide you towards better practices that will be a benefit to you.
Mm-hmm.
Informed consent means clearly communicating all the facts, all the potential implications, and all the potential consequences, as far as I'm aware of them, to you. In this informed way, you are best placed to make the most effective and voluntary decisions that will be of the most benefit to yourself. So the purpose for yourself, as client 1, is to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
An explanation of the practices in the client is exercising in a way that burns calories so that their calorie intake is less than their calorie output. And exercising also builds and strengthens muscles, and the more muscle mass we have, the more our metabolism is increased and more calories we use to do everyday activities. Any risks associated with the practices. There are risks of suffering with an injury, for example, a strained muscle through exercise, but this should be minimised by warming up and cooling down before and after training sessions. Potential benefits are losing weight and getting fit through cardiovascular exercise, increasing the fitness of your heart and increasing the capacity of your lungs, and using resistance machines builds strength, including stretching during the warm-up and cool-down, increases flexibility, and participating in motor skills exercises helps reaction and grip. All these benefits will allow you to complete everyday tasks more easily as well as reach your goal.
Okay.
Confidentiality Data Protection Act defines the law on the processing of data on identifiable living people. In other words, this is a law that protects all personal data in the UK, thereby providing companies and individuals to keep personal information to themselves.
Mm-hmm. So my information doesn't go anywhere apart from to you?
No, that's right.
Okay, all right.
Clients' personal goals. Healthy eating, weight loss, weight gain, improved fitness, increased flexibility. What are your goals and how serious are you about achieving them?
Well, due to my conditions, I'm very serious about achieving them, and I need to do it for my health and well-being. So I'm definitely focusing on weight loss, improved fitness, and flexibility. Especially as I'm getting older, I notice I'm not quite as flexible as I was.
Weight loss,
improved fitness, and increased flexibility.
You said you had no religious, moral and social beliefs.
No.
Now determine the nature and extent of your needs.
Okay.
So we will perform a full client screen, which we have already done in the last video, and you have done by filling in the informed consent, the personal nutrition and fitness development questionnaire.
Yeah.
And then we can carefully balance and consider all the relevant information to plan a better program and have more success.
Okay.
We have to come to an agreement to the aims of the program. We have to establish the broad and relevant aims of the program, and then you've got to give me your agreement. And all information is confidential. In some instances, it may be appropriate to clarify with you any information which may be available to others, example, relevant healthcare workers. And the final principle is then to confirm your agreement with your signature.
Okay.
Any recent injuries?
No.
Including fractures, strains, sprains, ruptures of hairs, or any pain and soreness in muscle caused by trauma or injury.
No, there are none.
Heart conditions or any history of heart disease, high blood pressure.
Nope.
Any acute fevers, including influenza, glandular fever, common cold.
Nope.
Any musculoskeletal problems, including joint or back pain, and any inflammatory joint conditions, including arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis.
No, there's only the golfer's elbow.
Any neurological disorders, including
No.
strokes, multiple sclerosis.
Nope.
Any undiagnosed illness.
Nope.
Pregnancy.
Definitely not.
Diabetes.
Yes.
Exercise is essential for people with diabetes and even helps management of the condition, as there's evidence to suggest that it improves the body's insulin sensitivity.
Yep.
Better insulin sensitivity helps manage blood sugar levels more efficiently, improves blood circulation, and therefore makes the body's heart and bones strong, lowers blood pressure, relieves stress, and improves cholesterol levels. While some top athletes who train to extreme levels have diabetes, such as Sir Steve Redgrave, 5-time Olympic rowing champion, you need to bear in mind that these athletes gradually develop the ability to train intensely over a very long period of time. For people with diabetes who are new to exercise, their program should involve exercise of moderate intensity and only over time progress to more vigorous intensities. Well, that's what we started, was a beginner's level. We need to take your height, weight, find your body mass index, take your circumference measurements and your resting heart rate.
Okay.
We haven't got a tape measure here today, but we will do that next time we meet.
Okay.
We know your current fitness levels are quite poor,
Mhm.
and we know your exercise likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
We talked about injuries.
Mhm.
How much time do you have available each week, a session to train?
Well, I suppose really, I can make myself available 3 times a week for an hour.
Okay. So total about 3 hours a week.
Yeah.
I have to understand your reasons for setting goals, such as lose weight. Reason for that goal?
Well, the reason is
fitness health.
Is fitness health. It's also because of the diabetes, but it's also because of, I mean, I don't know if you heard, they're going on about obesity and cancer now. So yeah, to lose weight's pretty important. Not only that, I'd quite like a whole new wardrobe.
And then there was improved fitness.
Mhm.
That's for everyday general health
Yeah,
being
everyday
better.
general health being better, and again, being fitter will help with the diabetes.
And the increased flexibility.
Well, I want to do that because as I'm getting older, I'm noticing I'm not as flexible. Like I can't have my hands above my head for as long as I used to, and so obviously that's doing muscle, but it's also the radius of movement is getting less.
Right. Sorry. There is a wealth of scientific research that demonstrates the huge value in appropriate goal setting in health and exercise settings. Most often these goals are SMART goals, that is, goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timed, or have a time with which they should be achieved, so that you do not spend endless hours trying to achieve them. In these structured ways, both myself and you can agree about how achievable your aims and objectives are. The next step involves breaking down the goals from initial long-term goals to medium and short-term goals. physical goals. There are physical goals. And highly likely to be in the main types of goals that you want to target. So that would be weight loss, improved fitness, and increased flexibility. There are psychological goals. Because exercise involves physical actions, achieving psychological goals is often understated. But when you consider that the overall goal of health and exercise is to improve someone's quality of life and happiness, you can see how important psychological goals are to achieve. Goals such as developing positive feelings, enjoying exercise so that your client may exercise without relying on you, reducing anxiety around specific exercises, or reframing unwanted thoughts are so very important because they empower you to a better life. Lifestyle related goals are likely to be many and varied and dependent on the lives that you lead. There is little doubt that regular exercise is key to a rich quality of life, and so helping you to adapt your goals into your life is crucial to success. For example, spending more evenings in the gym than the pub, becoming fit enough to take active holidays, or cycling to and from work each day. Socially related goals. Whenever two people come together, these moments can be said to be social. Social awareness can be incredibly important in helping clients because the social aspect of health and exercise is very powerful. Social goals may include, for example, being fit enough to join a sports team or join a weekend running group, or feeling good enough to feel and interact with confidence in large social groups. Nearly there, Jane. Across exercise settings, there's a huge, enormous wealth of appropriate and different exercises that target different physical and psychological aspects of yours. Warm-ups are very important as you're literally preparing your body for what is about to occur in the exercise. In other words, the temperature and flexibility of your muscles is increased through the warm-up, which helps with performance efficiency and safety in the workout. Then there's cardiovascular fitness. Cardiovascular aerobics exercise is physical exercise of low to medium or even high intensity that is dependent on a person's aerobic oxygen energy system that has to be worked in order to meet the demands of the exercise. Examples of cardiovascular or aerobic exercise include running, jogging, walking, cycling, rowing or swimming. Within cardiovascular exercise there are different types of training. Steady state or medium to gentle intensity, interval training, Farlek training and plyometrics. A treadmill is a machine traditionally used for running or walking. Treadmills now come with the ability to increase the resistance by tilting the machine so a person is running or walking up a hill of varying degrees of steepness. They also come with a variety of computer programs that predetermine a workout depending on the abilities of the person. A rowing machine allows someone to row. An upright cycle is a machine that acts as a bike. Recumbent cycle is a machine that acts as a reclined bike. A stepper is a machine that has two pedals that a person places their feet on and then holds onto the stationary handles to balance. An elliptical or cross trainer is a machine that mirrors running, walking or cross-country skiing. A Nordic track ski machine is very similar to an elliptical except it mirrors more precisely the actions of cross-country skiing.
Okay, and you take into account my preferences on those because there's some there that I don't like stepper and rowing machine. Yeah?
Yes, we've got that one down.
Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, can we write on the that thought? Isn't it on there?
Do you not like steppers? Do you not like running? Do you not like rowing?
Yeah.
So those are the cardiovascular machines that are available, but you can pick and choose which ones you'd like to use.
Okay. So I quite like cross trainers, believe it or not.
The cardiovascular.
I like the upright cycles. So they're mainly what I like out of all of that list.
Okay. Muscular fitness. Muscular strength and endurance are different types of muscular exercises that each have different aims. Muscular strength is the amount of maximum force a muscle can exert against a form of resistance. This can be in one effort and called one repetitious maximus. In contrast, muscular endurance are multiple muscle contractions or a sustained muscles contraction over a period of time. Example, 10 lifts or 10 RM, or holding a dumbbell for a minute. Muscular strength develops by exercising on machines that provide resistance to various muscles in the body, or by using free weights such as dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, or medicine balls.
I like those.
Resistance machines are a huge and ever-increasing number of specialist machines that target specific areas of the body. Nearly all these machines can be adjusted to target slightly different muscles or areas of muscle, and in all cases you can gradually increase the weight that is to be applied. The advantage of using resistance machines is that they are very safe to use because they restrict the range of movement that is possible. Therefore, the machine makes it hard for clients to overreach themselves. The disadvantage is the same restricted range of movement. In other words, over time there's a danger that muscles become imbalanced because they developed only in restricted ranges.
Right, okay.